He's inspired millions of creators around the world. Many of them are sitting in this very room, by the way. And one, Messiah, is going to be interviewing him right now. Ladies and gentlemen, go crazy, get up off your seats, is Casey Neistat!
Standing ovation.
You know, Jordan, I was listening to your talk backstage, and I feel like if you give me like 5% of your speaking fee every time you mention my name, I could just retire forever. But I appreciate it.
I gotta say, I haven't seen a standing ovation in a while. That's pretty cool. Congrats.
Well,
Guys, yeah, go ahead.
I'm just happy to be here with all these excited faces. And
So,
also, wait, I don't mean to take over anything, but I just want to say what a big deal it is that Nas is doing this. Like, what a tremendous undertaking, bringing together such an international community, and all involved around creators. And I'm just so excited for this guy, and then we all get to be here. I'll shut up so we can do this discussion. I just want to acknowledge this great man.
Thank you. What a nice guy. Thank you. So, before coming on stage, Casey gave me a warning. He said, if you ask me a shallow question, I'm going to give you a one-word answer, and I'm going to get off stage.
Just gonna stand up and walk out.
Okay, so not even a one-word answer. So, for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to try to ask you as many difficult and sensitive questions as possible, because you said there are no boundaries.
That's right. I mean, unless you ask a really stupid... Like, if you ask me, like, Casey, what does creativity mean to you? I'm gonna stand up, walk out, get on a plane, fly home.
Okay, so for the first 10 minutes, I want to focus on you as a person.
No pressure.
Perfect. This is more pressure. I'm going to focus on you as a person, and the next 10 minutes, I'm going to focus on you as a creator.
Okay.
And the last 10 minutes, I'm going to make a Q&A. Okay, guys?
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I'm ready.
Casey, first of all, who the hell are you? Like, how would you describe yourself? Like, who are you?
Well, I mean, that changes so much, but like right now in 2022, I think more so now than ever in my whole life, I'm just like a 40-year-old married guy with 2 babies at home. That's what my life is right now. I mean, not right now I'm here with you guys, but like that is what 90% of my focus is right now.
So that question made some people happy, that answer. But that answer made a lot of people sad.
I'm sure.
Because a lot of people are trying to understand, why the hell did you stop? Why did you stop?
Well, you know, there's a lot of, that's a big, good question. So far you're crushing it.
Yes!
There was a couple of things. One, it was like, I was just exhausted. Like, no, I mean, Jordan talked about it, but it was, I was every day and so focused on what I was doing, and it's like, I think the term's called hyper-focus. Is that real, or did I just make that up?
Probably.
Where like you just get so enveloped in one thing that's your only, and it becomes you become entirely myopic, and that's all you can see. And I think with my YouTube vlog, and especially as I think the big picture, you know, I was like, I worked in the traditional film world for a dozen years, and then like when I got into YouTube, it was the most satisfying thing ever. Like I could just express myself and click one button and then ignore it, and it would share with the world, and if people loved it, great. And if they hated it, I didn't have to deal with them. It was nothing. It was just a wonderful thing. But after, you know, 5 years of that, or 4 years of that, I was just beat, and everything suffered. And I wanted to just stop that and focus on something else entirely.
And what is that something else?
Life and those babies.
That's great.
I don't think people, why would people know this, but like, my life right now is the most obscenely indulgent thing ever. I like live in my house, I like wake up at 6:30 with the kids. I'm totally serious. I have like, make pancakes. I had like an apron that was like a buff man in a Speedo, and I would like wear it every day until my wife threw it away. She's like, we don't need that apron in our house. There are all these different outlets, but as long as they all start from a place of creative expression, how they manifest and where they're shared, I don't think matters. And that's how I feel about TikTok. It's great.
So you have no problem with like This stuff. You have no problem with that.
It's not my favorite. But excuse me, there's tremendous talent on TikTok. There are brilliant creators on that platform. And there's going to be terrible content everywhere. You can spend $15 and watch a terrible movie in a movie theater. You can click play on YouTube and watch a terrible 5-minute movie. You can definitely watch a terrible 40-second video on TikTok. But there are just more places for creativity to exist now. It doesn't mean that the amount of quality stuff is ever going to increase.
Right. So when you started, the place for creativity on the internet was YouTube and a little bit of Vimeo. But a lot has changed in the last 12 years. If you were to start today, as Casey, where would you go and what would be your format?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, for me, self-distribution is the greatest thing in the world. And that's why I started on YouTube. My YouTube vlog is identical to my HBO show. And my HBO show that I made in like 2008 with my brother Van, it is literally a YouTube vlog, but YouTube vlogging didn't exist then. YouTube then was just like a place for basketball highlight reels. It wasn't a place, it was never a destination for real consumption. And we put this show that was great, we put it on HBO, stellar reviews, nobody watched it. Nobody watched it. Our audience, my audience, was not on HBO. And then I put that same exact content on YouTube. And tremendous audience. So I really think it's like, it doesn't really matter where you are, it's about where you can connect to your audience. And I think that dovetails nicely with your previous question. I think for a lot of people, their audience is on TikTok. And I think for a lot of people, their audience still exists on YouTube. I think for a lot of other people that are into long form, their audience now can exist on all these streamers. So again, I think like what is it, the top of the funnel just keeps getting bigger. It invites more and more people in. But one truth that's not changing is the bottom of the funnel of what's great is not getting any bigger.
That's a great answer.
And I don't mean that to
I know. You didn't give me a direct answer, but I like it. I agree.
Yeah.
So you would start on YouTube again, then I would assume.
I think so. Until something better comes along for a longer format content, I think YouTube is the place for someone like me.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Crypto.
Crypto.
Fan or no? Way better than I thought.
I'm never going to stop calling you Nas. I knew the show before I knew him.
Oh, Nas means people in Arabic. My name is Nosire. Get my name right, you white man.
Bye, guys.